Before I start this video, I just wanted to let it be known I'm not trying to gatekeep or, make you feel like you're not a real fan of these kinds of things. And it's because that stuff's honestly annoying. I get it. I hate those kinds of people. I'm not trying to be like that. That's not what I want to do in this video. However, I will be disagreeing with a lot of the things that people are saying in this video, so be ready for that. Over the last couple of months, actually, I've been seeing a lot of people debate on who's really real fans of games and LARPers and all different kinds of things like that, and I've mostly been seeing it in the Resident Evil community, which is surprising to me. I've seen it in, other gaming communities and stuff like that too, but mostly Resident Evil, and I'll get to why that's so surprising to me here in a second. But if you don't understand anything that I just fucking said, I'll pretty much give you a summary. So there's one side of people saying that you're not a real fan, you don't have the same experience as other people if you're not actually playing the games that you say you're a fan of. And then there's another side of the community. You don't have to play games to be fans of them. You don't have to play games to get the full experiences of them and all other kinds of things like that. And before all this, I didn't really have a real opinion on the whole thing. Like, I didn't really care what people did. Like, if you're a fan of something, you're a fan of something. I don't really give a shit. And I still really don't, honestly. But I've been seeing it on TikTok, Twitter, like everywhere. So I just wanted to make a video on it because I kind of have some interesting thoughts, I think, about the whole situation. So I'm not really fully on either side of the spectrum. Like, I'm not really like pro LARPer. I'm not pro against LARPer. Like, I don't give a shit. But I do have my own opinions, and I will not lie, most of them align with the other side that's saying, like, you are not getting the full experience if you're not playing these games, which I think is true. These are video games. These are not movies. These are not TV shows. These are video games. If you are not playing the video game, you are not playing the video game. You're not getting the full experience. These games are meant to be played. They're not meant to be watched. And Resident Evil is one of those franchises. Like, when it first was coming out, Resident Evil 1 through, Resident Evil 1 through, like, 4, like, they weren't really story-focused. They weren't story-focused games. Like, they were gameplay-focused. You needed to play the games to actually get the full experience. Like, they're not story-focused. They're not cutscene-heavy like all these other games are nowadays, and, like, newer Resident Evil games and shit. Like, Resident Evil Requiem, for example. Great fucking game, by the way. Game of the year until GTA 6 comes out. But, anyways, that's besides the point. Those games were gameplay focused. If you are not playing those games, you are not getting the full experience. Like, you're literally not getting the full experience if you're not playing those games. And I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, well, if you're watching people play the game, then you can get a gist on how the gameplay works. Like, but you really don't. Like, you have to play these games to understand how the mechanics and things like that work. Like, for example, Kingdom Hearts has always been a very story-focused game, cutscene heavy. But I still think if you are not playing these games, you are not getting the full experience. And I feel like 358 over 2 days and Recoded really, like, show that. Which, if you're not a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're not going to understand shit that I'm saying. But, for example, like, in the final mixes and shit, like, the collections and all that stuff, it's all cutscenes. Like, 358 over 2 days and Recoded, they don't include the gameplay and shit. You are missing out on so much if you are not playing those games. Like, if you've never played those two games, fucking turn off this video and go play them right now, because they're so fucking good, and you are missing out on a whole other side. Like, if you only watch the cutscenes of Recoded, you probably think it's fucking trash. You probably think it's terrible. But if you actually play the fucking game, it's so fun. Like, you are objectively not getting the full experience if you have not played either of those games. And then I also see people saying, like, oh, nobody wants to run around looking for all these key items and doing puzzles in a Resident Evil game. Then you just don't want to play a Resident Evil game. You don't like Resident Evil games. Like, if you don't want to do that, then you shouldn't be playing a Resident Evil game. Like I said, you have to play these games to get the full experience. Like, watching people do that shit, I bet it's not fun to watch. I bet it's boring as fuck. But actually playing it yourself, it's fun. You don't really think about it like that. Like looking around for all these key items and getting all these puzzles done and shit like that. Like you have fun doing it. Like you're not really thinking about it too much. I mean, like there still are times where it gets a little bit infuriating and annoying and shit. Like Resident Evil 2 remake, for example, the whole sewer section fucking sucks. That shit fucking blows. I hate that fucking section. To sit there and say like no one wants to do that. No one wants to do these things in this game. That's a core part of Resident Evil's identity. If you don't want to do that, then you don't want to play a Resident Evil game. You don't like Resident Evil like you think you do. And then kind of like piggybacking off of what I said earlier, watching people play a game and thinking that you understand the gameplay and mechanics and shit like that. I, for a long time, was watching people play Project Zomboid. That game was super fun to watch. I loved watching people play that fucking game. Like, it was cool. Like, it looked like a cool game. And so I finally got the game myself, played it for a couple hours, enjoyed it, and then I just got fucking bored. Like, I don't really like the game. Like, the gameplay is just not for me. It's still a good fucking game, and I would consider myself a Project Zomboid fan. But that's the thing that, like, I feel like sets me apart from all these other people that have never played these games. I've at least tried the game myself, and I have my own opinion on it. I've experienced the game. These people have not experienced the game themselves. Like, there's a big difference. Like, watching someone play a game and actually playing it yourself, two totally different fucking things. Like, those are objectively different things. Or. For example, if I watch someone eat fucking Burger King, and they said that they didn't like Burger King, and I was just like, okay, I don't like Burger King now, which I'm sure a lot of people fucking do that because, first of all, it's called Burger King for a fucking reason. They are the king of fucking burgers. I'm pretty sure people love fucking bandwagon. Don't even get me fucking started. I can make a whole video glazing fucking Burger King. Please fucking sponsor me. But anyways, if I watch someone eat Burger King on YouTube and they say that they don't like Burger King, and then I say, okay, I don't like Burger King because this person ate Burger King, and I watched them experience the experience of eating Burger King and they didn't have a good time. That's not, like, you have to eat the burger yourself to get the full experience of eating the fucking burger and enjoying the burger and shit. Like, I feel like it's the same kind of thing. Like, you have to actually experience those things to really have a full opinion on them. And I still think that there are a lot of games out there that you don't really have to play to be a fan of them. Like, for example, like Telltale games and shit. Like The Walking Dead and Batman and fucking Wolf Among Us and shit like that. Like, those kinds of games, you don't really need to play those games to get the full experience, because even the people playing the game, like, it's literally just watching a movie, except you're pressing a couple buttons here and there. Like, yes, you can be a fan of that. You can be a true fan, get the full experience without having played those games. But, like, a game like Resident Evil that is, like, 80% gameplay. Like, you are objectively not getting the full experience if you are not playing those games. And to say, like, oh, I watched someone play the game, so I know how the game works, and I know how the gameplay works and shit like that. Like, no, you really don't. Now, a lot of people also bring up, like, accessibility and things like that. Like, some people are poor, some people don't have these different consoles and things like that. And to a certain extent, I do understand that. Like, some people are just broke as fuck. Like, some people can't even afford to eat. They're not gonna go buy a fucking PS5. Like, I get that. That makes sense. I'm not disagreeing. However, I will say, like, I'm broke. I'm poor. But I used to have a PS3 back in the day. PS3 is my favorite fucking console. I wanted, like, my PS3 got stolen by my brother. He sold it, shit, like that. Not gonna get into that. But, I didn't have a PS3 anymore. And I really wanted to get one again so I can re-experience, these games and shit that I can't really play anywhere else, and, like, just to have a PS3 again. So you know what I did? I went out and got a fucking job and worked for it. And what do you know? I have a PS3 now. Like, if you want something, you can fucking get it. Like, it's not hard to come across some of these games and shit. Like, I will not lie, there are a lot of games out there that cost way too much fucking money. Like old PS2 games and shit that are like thousands of fucking dollars. That shit's fucking crazy. But I will say, you can just emulate them. I'm not going to say how you can get those games. I think you can kind of gather that, you know. I don't really have to say it. But those games can be accessible if you really, like, if you know, you know. Like, they can be accessible to you. If you really, really, really want something, if you want to play a game so bad, you will find ways to play it. And that's another thing too, like, if you have these consoles that play these games, like, say you want to play Resident Evil 9, but you have a PS5, but you can't afford the game, you can go to, like, a fucking library and just rent the game, you know? Like, there's so many different ways, and also, if you still have fucking Redbox where you live, you can go do that, I'm sure. But that's the thing, like, if you really, really want something, you will find a way to get it. Now, I will say, a lot of people are being super fucking, like, just mean to these people that are saying, like, they are fans of the game and they haven't played the game themselves. Like, there's a lot of people being fucking assholes, like, gatekeeping, saying all these kinds of things, like, genuinely, who gives a fuck? Like, actually, who cares? Like, you should not care that much. I will be honest, I do gatekeep. There are a lot of things that I gatekeep. Like, but the way I gatekeep is if someone I don't like likes the thing I like, then I will get pissed off. Like, if someone that I fucking hate with a burning passion likes Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna be pissed, because why the fuck do you like the things I like? I don't like you. But that's totally different. But, I do think the people gatekeeping and saying, like, these people aren't real fans, like, you're a fucking loser. You're, just being completely honest, you are a fucking loser. But I think that pretty much wraps up this whole video. Like I said, you're allowed to like what you like. Don't let other people fucking, you know, tell you how to think and tell you that you're not a real fan of something that you've dedicated so much to. And, like, you know, I will say, you are not getting the full experience of some games if you know, haven't played them, but I still think you can enjoy a lot of things. Like, for example, Sonic. It's a multimedia thing. Like, you can watch the fucking Sonic movies and be a fan of Sonic without having played the games and shit like that. You know, like, it's a lot. It gets really deep. But that's pretty much, like, those are my main thoughts. Like, you just are not getting the full experience if you haven't had played these games. Like, it's not the same as watching a movie or a show. Like, that's pretty much the whole point of this video, but it went on for fucking 14 minutes now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good day. Please play 358 over 2 days and recode it. And please fucking eat Burger King. Please don't eat it so much you might fucking get a heart attack, but please eat fucking Burger King.